He's wait. So he waited until you guys joined to go use.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
Cool.
I stopped asking questions a long time ago.
That's literally like when my kids wait until we're in the car and ready to leave.
Oh, I have to go potty.
Yeah, and then they're like, I have to pee. So that entire time we were in the house, and I kept saying, hey, if you got to go to the bathroom, go. And then we get to the car. Or the best part is when they're like, yeah, I went pee, and then we get in the car, and then we leave the driveway and get to the end of the road where we have to turn, and I have to go to the bathroom.
100%.
Like, no, you're gonna hold it.
100%.
You're holding that shit. That no, 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 no. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm 100% with you on that one.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, I don't know if Ty ever told you, guess where I got hired and then immediately fired?
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna say the name just
No.
because. But yeah, I know. He actually, I think I called him one day with
Oh, you
some like,
called him the day it happened, I
oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, I called him with like newfound information, and then he had mentioned that the same thing happened to you.
Yeah. Um, basically, uh, they hired a new group and they said it was a totally different position. Totally different position, totally different thing than what you guys were doing. I worked one day and it was the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah, just the same thing, new rules
Yeah.
is what that was. Yeah, I know. Heard all about it. But
Yeah,
no.
and then they realized who I was related to and who my emergency contact was, and they realized my last name.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like the day of that they're like, "Oh, I don't know." They literally called me. Oh, I was treated. Oh, did I even tell you that I got left alone my first day?
Yes. Tyler told me that. Yep. That you were
Yeah.
barely trained, and then they took off and left you alone. Yeah, they did that a lot.
Oh, and then the new chef that had been hired came and like expected that I knew where everything was and where everything was, and he's like, "Do you have this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "What is it, your first day?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "And they left you alone?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then the security guy came, and the first thing he did was yell at me. So I'm like, this is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten paid for my one day of work either.
Yeah, I know how that goes. The job that I had prior to the one I'm doing now, um, the I got my first check, which was a partial, and my only check, actually, not my first, but my only, and it was cut on August 9th. I just received it today.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that was
God.
fun. Because somehow they had a mailing address in the system under my name that I did not give them. They didn't get it off of my license because that address was different, and they didn't get it off the paperwork because that address was different. So I don't know where the hell they got the address that they used, but it wasn't from me.
Gotta love that.
And I actually did my final, I guess you could call it, entrance exam for my current job.
How'd you do?
I passed.
Fantastic.
Took me 2 tries though, so I
I
mean,
mean, that's what was the test for?
I'm just
If you
gonna
don't mind
call it.
my
I'm just gonna call it entrance because I can't be too specific. Like
Okay.
I'm not allowed to be specific. Um,
Can you
but
tell me what line of business it is?
Department of Corrections.
Okay, that's all you had to say. It was an entrance exam. Okay. Well,
Yep.
congratulations. I'm
Thank you.
happy for you.
Oh man, I was fucking terrified. I'm not
Oh,
even gonna
I
lie.
doubt it.
Um, the first time I went there, everyone, like the people that I started with that had already taken it, people that had taken it like weeks prior and were already doing other stuff. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. You'll be fine. So my cocky ass who had never failed a test ever a day in my life. And I mean, I've been taking tests and exams and shit for the military and
Yeah.
the ASVAB and all that crap. I've been taking tests for 18 years, from high school to college to military to jobs to whatever. I have never failed a test a day in my life. So my cocky ass went in to do this one without even looking at the study guide, and I was humbled real quick
I can only imagine.
because it came up on that computer, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" Because it's like it's timed, um, and it's like, yeah,
I can imagine.
yeah, that's like the yeah. So I failed the first one, and then it was kind of like the light was shining down at the right moment, and like all the stars aligned, and Malador went where at the full moon, because believe it or not, the test I took it that it was the night of a full moon. That's really strange. Um, but yeah, like it was my last one. If I had failed this one, and it wouldn't have been because it's a 2 shot and you're out. It's actually 3 shots and you're out. But the way the timing worked, if I had failed the second time, I wouldn't have had a chance to schedule it for a third. I would have run out.
I see.
Um, so yeah, I passed the second one, and thank the fuck Christ.
Congrats.
Have you found anything else?
I have a few leads. There is a hotel. The Seven Sebring Hotel was hiring for a front desk agent.
Okay.
Um, I was supposed to hear back yesterday, but because of the weather we had the last few days, a lot of people were seeking refuge at that hotel. I'm guessing I'll hear back Tuesday. Um, that would be a full time position,
That's
so
cool.
kind of nice.
Would it be like a front desk thing or
Yes,
back office or okay?
it would be like front desk, rooms control kind of thing.
Nice.
Um, I also have a rapper with someone at a title company that I have been kind of speaking with to be like a notary for a title company.
Sweet.
Uh, I also have a feeler out for a work from home position that is it is with, I'm trying to remember the exact name of it, but it's basically gun violence research.
Okay.
If that makes sense, let
Yeah.
me um it's called the Gun Violence Archive.
Yeah,
Um
I've seen that.
so any type of shooting or anything related to gun violence would go through the Gun Violence Archive first before anything were to be like truly published. Um with because they do research on like background research of the situation.
Nice.
Um I
Are those
also
both full time? So like you'd have to choose one?
well, one would be work from home and I kind of get to make my own hours. So I ultimately could do a second job if I really wanted to. Um, but I also have been given an offer to be a medical scribe at the DeSoto Memorial Hospital in Arcadia.
Ooh, but is that like you have to go there to do it?
Yep.
That's a hell of a drive.
It's about 45 minutes, 48 minutes.
just I guess I mean you probably already know, but I mean my advice would just be weigh the options and whichever one, because you're not going to know which one is better until you start. But like
Yeah.
just weigh which one is better for you. Are the benefits better here? Is the pay higher here? Is the pay lower here, but I'm not going to have to use gas to get there? Like
Yeah.
just weigh it
Like
all.
I've kind of weighed like my top, like at like my first, my second, my third, my fourth.
Yeah.
Um, right now, kind of tied for first is the hotel and the gun violence archive.
Yeah.
Um, then it would be the Heartland title, and then it would be the medical scribe. But the medical scribe, they've actually physically offered me a position. I just have to accept it. Like I've gone
Gotcha.
through the interview, I've passed the interview, and they're just offering me the position at this time.
I mean,
So
to be, do you want my advice, or is that going a little too far?
I welcome it.
If they offered you the position, take it. And the reason
Yeah,
that I say that is because that door is not going to stay open for long.
yeah,
And
I'm kind of,
should the other three all say no, you already have this one.
yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you at this point because ever since Ty and I moved to the area, countless upon countless, I can't say that saying because I can count up to 999 on one hand, but uh countless times that we have been interviewed and ghosted,
Yes.
or just like we've applied to hundreds of jobs at this point
Yeah.
and no one has responded.
But these people did.
Exactly.
Okay.
So can you smidge
Yeah. So I would definitely take it. Um, because if something better and closer comes along, you can always say, thank you for
it?
the opportunity, but sorry about you, and go do that one.
Yeah.
But if no one else does, then you have that. I know it's a 45-minute drive, but it's a job.
Well, exactly. So
And if Ty could get a job in the same area, I mean, do you guys have more than one vehicle?
we do
Okay. So it really doesn't matter where he gets one.
necess-
But
not necessarily. I mean, the vehicle he currently has is kind of still a piece of junk,
okay.
but we already kind of once one of us has money coming in, we plan on trading in what vehicle he has and trying to get a decent down payment on like a certified pre-owned or something.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can give you the viewpoint from my wife and I, because we only have one car. So what we tried to do was get a job in the same relative area.
Yeah,
Um,
we both applied at the hotel. So,
oh, okay. Gotcha.
because
But
I applied ahead of him, but then they had a job fair this week. So,
he might be able to get something in DeSoto is what I mean. So you guys can ride in one vehicle. You
that's true.
each go to your respective jobs, and then one of you might have to wait longer than the other, but then you just get in the car and you go home.
That's very true. To be found something in Arcadia. It's the same area. So,
Right? Like with me, when I was working at the shithole, um,
I confessed that I got hired then fired
yeah,
after all
Not
this
really.
bullshit.
Not
yeah,
really.
Ty, you had already told me that.
Yeah.
But when I was working there, what would end up happening is I would go to my wife's job and literally have to sit sometimes for like hours before she brought me to work, or I'd have to sit at her job after to go
Yeah,
home. And there were days where it was my day off, and I'd bring her to work, and then I'd like go to the gym in town, and then I'd have to go back to her work and sit there all fucking day. before we went home, because that was just our situation. So you do the best with what you got. But that's why I was suggesting, like, if you have one working vehicle at the moment,
Which
just
you.
try to get, if he can try to get a job in the same area that yours is, that makes it way easier.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the back end of Anus Talk.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't. We were just shooting the shit because no one else was in here.
Yeah. It was just me and Cam for like.
I don't know. It's been almost 16 minutes.
I was in the middle of something. I was like, oh shit, it's 12.
Listen.
It's 9:25.
I don't want to know what you're doing with your fucking your penis.
Okay, motherfucker.
Your
That's not what I
Malador
was doing.
dildo?
Thank you very much. I was playing Fortnite.
Okay, Fortnite's just it's just a nickname. That's okay.
Okay, buddy.
To be fair, Ty was playing Rocket League.
See, that's a Red Rocket. That's an even worse nickname.
Oh my gosh, I have to send this to the main chat. So my best friend, her sister works at a gas station, and she went into work, and this is what she found. So bear with me 2 seconds. And
Okay.
you found.
If it goes into the main chat, I'm just letting you know it could end up going everywhere.
Oh well.
Okay.
It's no one's
that's
face. There's no face. There's no nothing.
It's just
Yeah.
dog dick.
Listen, that's just a disclaimer.
That's
If you put it into the main chat of our literal fucking D&D Discord, it's probably going all over the
it's
internet.
a little bit
I'm just,
perfect. It's perfect though.
just letting you know.
2 seconds. It goes with our attempted official unofficial branding sponsor.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Our official unofficial Adam and Eve branding.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So basically, friend works at a gas station, and she found this.
Oh, I can't wait to see what this is.
Oh
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Okay, that
My
is an
God.
entire bag of like
Toys.
Dicks.
Holy shit.
I'm a single parent toys. That's what those are.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
Like-
crap.
She works at a gas station, and this was left in the bathroom at a gas station.
Whew.
I sincerely hope they disinfected themselves.
Like, I'm wondering if this was supposed to be a bag of cash, and instead this is what was left there. Oh
Basically-
my dear God.
Get fucked moment.
Yeah,
That's
she
like a
of
literal
Of course
get
you would
fucked
post
moment.
something like that.
She said, friend of mine works a couple of days a week at a gas station. She got in tonight, and this was waiting for her by the dumpster.
What in the fucking, like, I'm looking at some of these. One of them looks like a fucking, hey, Octavius is in that bag.
He is.
No shot. Wait. Oh shit! There he is.
Octavius is in that bag. Look at that tentacle right there on the right of the picture.
So that's where he went.
That's where he went. I
In
was
a bag of
wondering where he
dildos.
went.
When you stick Octavius in a bag of holding.
Yeah. When you stick Octavius
That
into
is
a
the
bag of holding, it immediately becomes dildos. Brought to you by
The
Adam and Eve.
illusion disappears. He's not actually an octopus.
You need to
Right.
pop that picture on screen if this is recording.
Actually, yeah. Well, no, because we're only recording audio. But actually, give me a second. I might be able to share my screen and have it do that. For fucking real, man. So
I'll
that they can.
put a good meme in there as well.
Let's see. Share screen. Entire screen. Yeah, there we go. Share that. Booyah! Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for the listeners, now you have a visual. And
Sorry.
actually,
Play the
Actually-
video.
Let me play this too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. So this led to that. You're welcome.
Exit only.
Exit only.
Oh dear God. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing now. All right. So is this?
The things we send in the group chat.
Oh my God! Like now that I figured. Okay, so my I'm kind of techie, but I'm a little retarded sometimes. But now that I know how to share my screen on here, I can start doing that shit. So like when we put character reference photos in there, I can just screen share and then
Yeah, it's actually a great. Yeah.
the listeners will be able to see what I'm talking about, which actually works a lot. Which would work really well for maps too.
Yeah.
I know that
Cookies.
you guys wouldn't be able to physically move your shit, but if I screen shared a map, you could at least see what I'm trying to talk about and tell me where you want to go and all that crap. I don't know if Vernon's coming in. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. He
I
said he might be here.
hit or miss.
He said he would try.
He said he was gonna try. I know Adam's taking the night off. Cause I gave him the night off because he's
Cut up his fucking legs like a dummy.
yeah, he's in a lot of pain. So
I told him not to go in the grass.
yeah, you know, you're gonna go into long grass with shorts, you're gonna pay. That's the way that works.
I told him not to. He didn't listen.
Gross.
But yeah.
It's
Okay.
okay. Ty is sunburnt.
Well, yeah. Of course, Ty is sunburned. All he has to do is look at the sun.
Gotta get my fucking voice ready for Malador's voice. Jesus.
Here we
He
go.
understands.
Yeah, all Ty has to do is look at the sun. He doesn't even have to be outside.
He hasn't met me, has he?
Not yet.
Honey Boo Boo. I don't identify as white. I identify as see-through.
Okay, well that works.
You literally, I am so pale you can see my veins everywhere. I have no melanin in my skin at all. I moved to Florida and they all thought I was albino.
Ugh.
Oh, sweet. So just wear red contacts and then
100%
you're-
I actually done it and I freaked people out.
yeah, because that's the albino thing. Okay. 23 minutes in and we haven't started playing yet. All right, so
Fuck.
But it is just now 9:36. So to be fair.
that is very true. So anyone that has made it with us this long,
Are you having a stroke?
who?
Maybe.
Oh. Well, no, Malador already had his strokes.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, he took them back shots.
The cookie became stuck. How did it get stuck? Were you in
I
Florida?
ask myself that every day.
Were
What are we
you in-
talking about?
What was stuck?
I don't know.
I had a
Still
cookie.
trying to
Are we
figure it out.
talking about the bag of dildos? Hold on.
I had a cookie stuck in my mouth.
You know what? We're gonna put a pin in that because that might be a very good Adam and Eve promo.
Sorry, honey. It got stuck. Added but
Brought to you by Adam and Eve's butt plugs.
Oh my god.
When you-
sometimes they get
When you put the cookie dildo in the wrong hole, sometimes it gets stuck.
stuck.
Use responsibly.
Cookie dildo.
Cookie dildo.
Use responsibly. Oh, edible
That can't be a good
edible
thing.
butt plugs. What the fuck?
Edible butt plugs. That's actually a real thing.
How well
That-
that would work.
Oh god, that's gross.
The edible part does not.
Go in the actual butt.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
how do
people
how do
don't know
how
that.
do you know? How do you know? Listen,
No, I'm hoping.
listen.
Hoping.
Like the term "toss the salad." All right, but
We're not pulling a 2 girls 1 cup here, buddy.
no. Toss the salad is when it pertains to getting your asshole eaten out.
I thought that was a rim job.
No, toss the salad. It involves syrup
Syrup.
or jelly.
Or whipped
God.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
tossing the salad. It's a
Okay,
it's a prison
how
thing.
about I toss my cookies and we move on?
Okay, cool.
We're tossing
Alright.
your cookies? Okay. I'm just gonna see my way out of this conversation.
Exactly. We're gonna put a pin in that. So I don't. I'll actually let you guys decide because we're 26 minutes in. Do you want to stop this and just refresh it and then do the game, or do you just want to do the game?
We should definitely keep this as a small short video or something.
Well,
was
that's
like
what I
small.
mean. Like, stop it and then just
Yeah,
refresh.
we should probably stop it and
Okay.
refresh.
All right, give me 1 minute, because I think.
Because if you put them both in the same recording, it's gonna be like hella long.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'll stop this, and then I'll just I'll stop it. I'll stop it. We'll all leave, and I'll resend a link.
Okay.
No, you don't have to do that.
Actually,
All
no,
you
I
have
don't.
to do is stop the recording and then restart the recording.